Hello, beautiful people. I speak that everyone's day is going well so far. Today, I want to talk about how creatives can free themselves from the 9 to 5 trap. And this is no judgment against anybody that's in the 9 to 5 because you have to do what you have to do. If that's your choice, no judgment. But we do have to be honest to say that it's not the best option for most of us. So I want to talk a little bit about that and how the culture of the 9 to 5 pours on over into our businesses and how we act like workers in our business, and we treat it like it's a plan B, like it's a second option. We don't create the plan. We don't create the strategy and work that plan. And that's where most of us go wrong. And we wonder why our businesses aren't seeing certain results. And this is something that I've learned personally about myself being a creative business owner. So whatever I learn, I'm going to share it when the time is right. And this is something that I've been navigating for years now. So I think it's the right time. I think I've gained enough experience to tell my part of the story. So if you have a creative business, let me know down in the comments. Before we get started, I want to try something new. I'm always going to try to create better experiences. So this is the closest book near me, Wired to Create. And I think that's very fitting. Since most of us tuned in are creatives or creative business owners, I'm just going to pick a random page and see if we can get a quote. Some kind of motivation. Okay, one page is not going to pull it up. So maybe next time I'll prepare this beforehand. I do have a little quote book. I'm wondering where I put it. Oh, it's down here. Nope. Where is the quote book? I love that little book. It always gives me little nuggets of inspiration. Okay, one second, y'all. Let me find it. There it is. Because we're going to leave with something today. So let's pull a little quote. Oh, this is good. Okay. Meditate on an attachment you would like to get rid of, such as an addiction or dependence. Visualize yourself walking across a landscape to a place of hope and peace. There is a rope tied to you on one end, and on the other end, a box carrying that attachment. Oh, that's good. That's good. Make a conscious decision to let go and then cut the rope and continue your journey. Oh man, that's perfect for today's topic. So let's reflect on, if you're tuning in, first of all, thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know. Hey, I see we have, I don't want to say your username wrong, but thank you so much for tuning in. Get coned. Let me know. Get connected. Okay, there we go. Hey girl, how are you? I'm excited to see you in the workshop. I saw this and I see you are coming on later. I'll watch the replay. Oh, okay. She said she's gonna watch the replay. Okay, cool. I thought that was a live comment. Well, I look forward to seeing you, to seeing what your thoughts of this video. But let me know in the comments if you are watching the replay with hashtag replay so I can know that you're tuned in. And if you're tuned in live, go ahead and send me hashtag plan A. If your business is your plan A, you don't have a plan B, C, D, E, you're going all in on your business, the light. See, this is why I like to use lights, because you can't depend on natural light. Let me turn this light on because the clouds are moving and it's getting the light all over the place. But yeah, hashtag plan A. If you're tuning in, let me know your thoughts on this live, and hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. Oh, that's a lot better. Okay, so back to this quote. I'm going to read it one more time. Meditate on an attachment you would like to get rid of, such as an addiction or dependence. Visualize yourself walking across a landscape to a place of hope and peace. There's a rope tied to you on one end, and on the other end, a box carrying that attachment. Make a conscious decision to let go and then cut the rope and continue on your journey. So what attachments do you have to having a 9-to-5? What are some characteristics that you're bringing over into your business that you should let go? Those are my first thoughts when I hear that. So I think it's fitting for this topic. I look a little white. Let me adjust the camera settings. Okay, that's better. That's my real skin color. Okay, so this was a great introduction into this topic, that quote, because I do feel like as business owners, we have unhealthy attachments to the 9-to-5 and the fake security that it gives us because it's a guaranteed paycheck. And this pulls us away from going hard in our businesses. And that's really what I want to talk about, partially, and how your business can become the 9-to-5 trap if you don't operate it as a business owner instead of a worker. If you don't act like the boss and make a plan and go for that plan versus waiting on somebody to tell you what to do, waiting on instructions for somebody versus going out and getting it. So think about that and let me know your thoughts in the comments if you have anything to add on to that. I personally thought of bringing this topic up because this is something that being someone that has been full-time in my business. My business, I started it in 2017, but I've been full-time. I can't remember if it was 2018 or 2019, but in October of one of those years, I quit my job at a very, very big company, the people that own these devices. And it would be To most people, that would have been a very good job. It was, at the time, it was paying like $20 an hour. It was full time. It had great benefits to the fact that I had 2 kids during the time that I was working there. And my second child, when I had her, which is her birthday is tomorrow. Yay, Kelsey. But my second child, when I had her, I was on like paid maternity leave for a very long time. So I think that's what most people go after when it comes to the 9-to-5 in corporate life. This guaranteed paycheck and this healthcare and things like that. And that will stop them from going hard in their business, as if their business can't give them the same thing. So I think a lot of people get triggered when I say anything about a 9-to-5 because of that. But I just want better for us. I know that it's still pennies at the end of the day. The only security that it gives you is guaranteed money. Yes, being in a business, you're not going to get that, but that's not security for me. And everybody has their own opinions, but that's not security for me. And I want to invite business owners to create that security within your own business. The time and the dedication, the energy that you're putting towards somebody else's stuff, you could be putting that same energy towards yours, and 5, 10, 15 years from now, you can have that same security and stability. And this is something that people will argue you down about. If you say, oh no, I'm not getting a job, that's not an option for me, they will call you irresponsible. I know people talk about me behind my back like, I can't believe her, but I don't care, because eventually, and I'm not here to prove anything to anybody. I don't feel like any of us should prove anything, but I know that my plan, all I have to do is keep working my plan, and I have to keep sowing these seeds, and I'm going to be able to harvest. I'm already being able to harvest from that in other ways, by having time freedom and not having to ask somebody if I need to go to a funeral. At that company I was at, I had somebody very close to me, my auntie, Cara B. McBride. I'll say her name and honor her. We were 2 weeks apart from each other. That was like my best friend when I was growing up. Oh, my voice is cracking. Oh man, that was really my best friend, y'all. And I had to ask this company if I could go to her funeral, and they really wanted to deny it. I had to basically take account, like a little point to my name, because it wasn't approved. We don't deserve that. We don't deserve companies that treat us like we're just another number, like we're not human, like we don't have family at home. I went through a big point of depression at that time, postpartum depression, and I don't think they understood that. You know what? I just can't show up to work today. I am mentally tired. I just can't do that. Especially when you have entitled customers, and it's so many stories I could go on and on and on about, but I don't want to get off topic. At the end of the day, we can do better than that. And if you believe that you can do better than that, and you have gifts if you have a gift, if you know that you have a solution to somebody else's problem, or you're fixing your own situation with that gift, monetize from that. Create a plan, work the plan, and keep going until it works. Once you give up, it's not going to work. But keep working. Be willing to experiment, to fail in front of the whole world. I've went through multiple failures, I guess that's what people would call them, but they were lessons for me, in front of a lot of people where things didn't work out. And I'm still here trying it over and over and over again until it works, until 10 years from now, I'll be able to tell my testimony to say, I did it, y'all. I did it. I'm here. And actually, I can still sit here now and say, I did it, y'all. I'm here. So don't treat your business like a plan B. It's not a plan B. So I wanted to just kind of put that disclaimer out there first, because I know that people will definitely argue you down about that, about the 9-to-5 lifestyle and how it gives you this security and how you're irresponsible if you don't, or you're prideful if you don't get a job. We are multifaceted. Not everybody wants that. It's not pride. I just don't see that for myself. I don't like who I am in those environments. So I'm choosing to work on something that I know is going to work for me as long as I put my hard work, dedication, and I'm disciplined. So I hope that this message encourages somebody that is working their business as a plan A, and they know I don't have a plan B. I have to give this all I got. I forgot to go live on TikTok, so I'm going to go ahead and put that up. Okay. Live on TikTok too. Hello, TikTok. So yeah, don't treat your business like the 9-to-5. Don't bring those characteristics that you had in your business. I mean, in the corporate lifestyle, working for somebody into your business. Treat your business like the plan A. Create the security and safety within your business. The 9-to-5 is not the security and safety that you think it is. If you're thinking long term and you're thinking 50 years from now and you haven't produced anything of your own that can make you the same amount of money that you're making those companies. And it will make the same amount of money that those companies are making it if you don't give up, if you don't treat it like a plan B. This is your plan A. Your business is your plan A, your plan B, your plan C. It's the one and only plan. Treat it like it. And I want to, of course, I'm a brand and content strategist, so I want to bring content creation in it, because another one of those traits that you can get caught up in the 9-to-5 trap when it comes to creating content and marketing your business, because everybody is trying to go viral or trying to be popular, trying to get all the likes and followers and things like that. Like, that's the only thing that you should be worried about. All of that stuff doesn't matter. You want to create a strategy that's going to create the security and stability for your business. What plan do you have in place? Is it just to get likes and follows and subscribers? I know those metrics are really important when it comes to brand deals and things like that, but getting brand deals, especially if you're a business owner, that shouldn't be your only plan. You have to work your business to create that security and stability for yourself. And if you're creating content, trying to get the likes and follows and trying to get people to like you, you're falling into the 9-to-5 trap that the social media world is creating for business owners and content creators. Hey, y'all, if you're tuning in, let me know with hashtag Plan A. And if you're watching the replay over on YouTube, hashtag Plan B. I mean, Lord, my words getting mixed up. Hashtag replay, Lord. So, when you think about content creation and the algorithms, they have one specific goal. It's to keep people on their apps and keep people on their platforms. So when you're creating content, do you have a plan, or do you just wake up and say, oh, I need to post today. I need to go ahead and make a piece of content just to say that I'm posting every day? All of that is playing into your psyche, and it's having you reach for the next high, versus having a plan that says, you know what, this content is going to let people know what I do. It's going to show them a little bit about how to do that. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of those limited beliefs that they have, some of those blockages that they have, the reason why they can't meet their goals. And then I'm going to guide them to work with me to help them with that. First of all, try to help yourself, have freebies and things like that to help you help yourself. But if you can't do that, I want to let you know that I'm here. That's what the content is supposed to be for as a business owner. You're not just creating content just to show your face. So if you're over on TikTok watching and you go to my profile and you notice that I haven't been on TikTok because I planned on taking a week break, and then I got lost for a second, like, hold up, this was not my plan when I got on this app. That is the game for most of these apps. They want you to stay on the platform. So you got to remember what your plan is. Get in and get out sometimes. Do a little bit engagement with your community, but get in and get out. And if you don't have a plan, create one for yourself. There's so many free tools. AI, ChatGPT is one of the best tools out there. Utilize a lot of these apps and tools out there. They're right in front of your face. If you really working that plan, that working your business like a plan A, it's right there in front of your face. But I also do, as a brand and content strategist, I also do have things that can help business owners with that. Things that I'm working on my own business, things that I work on with my clients to help them be very intentional and very strategic. Create a plan. And not only create the plan, but implement it. Because most of y'all probably do have a lot of plans, but you're not bringing any of those things to life. You're not putting any action behind it. So if you're interested in putting any action behind it, go and take a look at the link in my profile. I do have a workshop coming up on August 13th, Attract, Align, and Convert. And this workshop is going to walk you through, I'm a brand and a content strategist. So branding is so layered. It's a lot that goes into that. But what I did with the workshop is pull the very important parts of branding, not just the visual stuff. We're talking about your target audience profile, the things in their psychographics, not just the demographics, male, female, age, and all of that. Most of that stuff is not important when it comes to content creation, maybe when you're doing ads and stuff like that. But we're talking about things like their problems, their struggles, and then the customer journey, the the journey for each one of your products. You should have a journey, a customer path laid out. If you don't have that, that's what this workshop is going to help you with. And then on top of that, in a live setting, creating 12 weeks of content. If you go over on my YouTube, you'll see that the content has been rolling out since last week. And I made a couple of videos to show y'all that content for August is already scheduled. And I'm ahead now, so the content for September is going to be scheduled by next week. And then keep going. October, December. I have a lot of things that I want to release in my business, a lot of things that I want to do. And I know how important content creation and marketing is. So I'm going to work my plan A and be strategic about it and start putting action behind it and making these things sustainable. If you're not making it sustainable, content creation is going to turn into the 9-to-5 trap. Where you are sucked into something, forgetting your goal and your plan, and getting knocked off your rocker, and it's going to take you longer to get to that goal. That's what we don't want. So I'm going to put the Attract, Align, Convert on the screen if you're interested in joining that. I would love for you to join us. Again, we're getting started on August 13th, and that's a Tuesday, and we'll be meeting live for 4 Tuesdays starting on August 13th, and we have a schedule laid out for each week. So if you would like to join us and take a look at that, the information for the workshop is here on the screen or at the link in my bio, and that'll tell you everything you need to know about this group program. Join us. If you are ready to work your plan A, definitely join us. Because normal opportunities to work with me or any content strategist, if you really want to work with somebody, because these are skills that you can do on your own. But of course, for somebody like us, content strategists, brand strategists, social media managers, coaches, things like that, this is our job. So we have to study these things. And if this is not something that you do, you probably put it to the back burner. And it sometimes it takes years to develop these skills. So it won't hurt you to outsource a couple of these tasks. So if you feel like you do want to join in, definitely take advantage of that. Adding on to, so I was going to read it again for TikTok, but it's okay. Y'all join over on YouTube if you really enjoy the content to get the better experience. But one of my biggest lessons that I learned, because I see that a lot of people do strive for going viral and getting more likes and things like that. Like literally people will tell me this. They just want to be popular and they want to go viral. When people reach out to, not everybody, of course, but I've had a few times where someone will fill out the questionnaire if I'm asking them what their goal is, and it's to get to be popular and to get more likes. And I'm seeing the meaning behind that, getting more awareness. But for most people, that is the goal. And I really want more for people. I can't force that on you, but I want more for people, because going viral is not going to assure that you make money. Going viral is not going to make sure that you get food on the table. A lot of people that have a lot of likes and followers and that go viral, it don't necessarily mean that they have money. And I learned my lesson by going viral on TikTok. It was through like the what was it? The black girl. It was a black girl challenge. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I got so much support And I did find a lot of people in my community that I still communicate with on TikTok, and a few people that have that still support my content. But when you go viral as a business owner, you don't want to be in front of the masses and have everybody like you, everybody like your content or follow you. You want your people, your community, the people that you know can help you on your journey, or that you can help them on their journey. You don't want to go viral. And that's something I learned from that experience, because going viral is not going to save your business. It's not going to save your business. You can go viral and you can still be broke. Okay. I'm going to step back for a second because stuffy. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Thank you so much for waiting. If you're tuned in, let me know in the comments. Hashtag plan A. If this is your plan A and you're working your business until you get it right. Until you get it right. I am hoping to inspire those who want to stick around, because this is their plan A, B, C, D, E. We don't have another plan. So we're going to figure this thing out until we get it right. So just going back to what I said, going viral is not going to save your business. You're going to still be broke going viral if you don't have systems in place, if you don't have workflows in place, if you don't have a sustainable plan, not just any plan, a sustainable plan, and if you don't take action on that plan. And I know implementation is one of the hardest things, which is why I offer support in implementation when it comes to your content strategy and how you want to show up online. Again, for those who don't know, I am Keisha Andrea, a multi-passionate creator, visual storyteller, brand photographer turned brand and content strategist, and I help multipreneurs, solopreneurs, creative entrepreneurs to be felt, heard, seen, and paid online by your people, and doing it without sacrificing your well-being. So if you take a look at the link in my bio, I have a bunch of resources that can assist you on this journey, or we could work together one-on-one. But I do have a group program coming up August 13th. It's going to be 4 weeks, and we're going to work on these things in a group setting. It's going to be an intimate group setting. It's only going to be 15 people invited into the group, and we're all going to work this plan out. We're going to create a plan for the next 12 weeks. So I would love for you to join if this interests you. Again, that group is called Attract, Align, and Convert. So stop trying to go viral. That's not going to help your business. Create a plan. Create not just any plan, a plan that's going to align with your people. Even if you have a small audience, that's probably one of the best things, having a small audience, especially if it's a bunch of people that are in your target audience. Work your small audience. If you have, let's say you have 500 people that follow you, 10% of that, you wouldn't want 10% of those clients 500 people, you don't need to have 100,000, 20,000, a million followers. It's not necessary. It's not necessary to create the security and stability for yourself so you can get out of the 9 to 5 trap, that culture that's being brought into businesses. The culture where you're a worker and your business is a plan B. Create a plan, work the plan. And you got to get out of the idea of hustling in your business. This is not a hustle. This is not a hustle. For most of us, and y'all know who I'm talking about, our ancestors did all the hustling for us. We not here to hustle. We got too many tools and resources around us to be hustling. Everybody knows the saying, work smarter, not harder. You don't have to hustle. You got AI, you got Zapier that can create automations for you. You can go and ask ChatGPT anything and they can help you. That can be your virtual assistant until you can afford to get a virtual assistant. You don't have to hustle. We not hustling, because if you give it that energy, that's all you're going to get back from it. So don't treat your business like a hustle. Just like when you clock into somebody else's place of business and they say, hey, I need you to do, before you get out of here today, I need you to do this, this, and this. They give you a whole list of things that you need to do. And you do it, right? So why can't you do the same thing for your business? Why can't you wake up in the morning and say, or the day before, remember sustainability, you don't want to be doing it in the moment. Why can't the day before, at the beginning of the week, you say, okay, this is what I need to do in my business. I'm gonna do this, this, and this. And throughout the week, you're gonna hold yourself accountable to doing those things, or you'll get fired from your business, just like you'll get fired from that job. Treat it exactly the same. Give yourself a list of things and do it. This is not a hustle. Your business is not a hustle. Stop treating it like a plan B. Your business is not a hustle. My computer is dying. Let me put it on a charger. And there's so many ways that you can get out of being a worker in your business and being the boss, being the person that actually gets things done no matter what, that keeps working the plan until the plan starts to produce results. There's many ways that you can do that. Again, there's so many tools and resources around us. You don't have to go to the 9 to 5 or the corporate job to get that quote unquote security and stability. Create that security and that stability within something that you do, or else you're always going to be the worker. This is always going to be a plan B. And when it comes to content creation, for most of us who don't want to do it old school and go knock on people's doors, or you're not good with in-person networking and stuff like that, which I think is very important to do in-person networking, not just have an online community or online brand that you're building. Definitely do some in-person things. But when it comes to online and the online space, everything needs to be intentional. And the way that you make content creation intentional is create a plan. Create a plan that, again, tells people who you are, what you do, and what you have to offer. And the people that align with that, they're going to be attracted to their offers, and you inspire them to take action. Right? If you don't know how to do that, that's what Attract, Align, Convert would help you with. I also have free resources with the content planner that may also assist you with that. I gotta put more stickies up there. I heard it getting ready to fall. So if it falls, just we'll get it together. But what was I saying? Oh, yeah, create the plan. If you don't know how to do that, I have resources that can help you out with that. That's exactly what I do. Actually, I'll pull up Canva and show you what the strategy, the brand guideline looks like. For every single offer that you have, create a customer path. You should know how that person is feeling. You should know what problems they're having at a certain part of the journey, because they don't just discover you online and say, oh, I want to work with her. Sometimes it works like that, but sometimes you have to take them through phases. And if you're not aware of what those phases are, that's what me as a brand and content strategist, that's what I help business owners with. So you can know your people, so you can align with them and make content creation fun, but also make it so it converts and it gets you results. If you don't know who your target audience is, that's also something that you can get help with, working with a brand and content strategist like myself, or coming into Attract, Align, Convert on August 13th and signing up for that group program. The investment is $57. You can't beat that. You'll get your return on investment right away with all of the information. But on top of that, I'm not a person that's just going to give you the information and have you try to figure it out yourself. We're actually going to create your content for the next 12 weeks. And if we have time, if you pull up some B-roll, or you have an idea, or you want to run through ways that you can create your content, we'll do that. And you also come into the group community where additional support is given to you as it relates to the program, to make sure that everything that we go over, you implement it and you actually take action. So hopefully this message reached whoever it was supposed to reach. Again, this is no judgment against anybody that's in the 9-to-5, but if we're being real, the 9-to-5 doesn't do anything for most of us. It gives us a fake sense of security and a fake sense of stability. We have unhealthy detachments. Going back to my quote that I read earlier, we have unhealthy detachments to the 9-to-5 and what it offers us. For most of us, we are here to create something better for ourselves and our lineage. And being a business owner does that for most of us. It's not all peaches and cream. It's not. But to me, it's way better than what I'm going to get in the 9-to-5. I've been working since I was 14 years old. And actually before that, if you count babysitting. And I know what it's like out there. I've done that for over a decade. So why can't I do this for over a decade? How long have you been working for other people? Sorry about that. The light is on standby. So how long have you been working for other people? And can you put the same attention that you've given them for over a decade or more? For those of you, I'm 31. I'll be 32 in a month. So for more of you that got more years on me, that have been working longer, why can't you give the same attention to your business? And if you know that if you're working a 9 to 5 and it's been over a decade or longer, however long you've been doing that, and it still isn't getting you to where you want to be, why not go all in on some of your ideas and some of your gifts? So hopefully this message did reach who it was supposed to reach. We talked about the 9 to 5 culture and how people carry that culture into their businesses. We where they're workers versus and treating their business like a plan B versus a plan A. Stop doing that and operate your business like a boss, like you don't have no other plan. We also talked about going viral and how that doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna make money. So don't bring that same culture into the business and creating content for no reason. Everything that you put out should be intentional. Even if you're just a content creator and you don't necessarily have a business, your goal is to get brand deals. Only create content. I mean, it's okay to build a personal brand as well, because that's how we create community, but don't get too carried away with it. Get in and get out sometimes, because a lot of scrolling, and these unhealthy attachments that we have to this device sometimes will get us caught up to where we're not doing the things that we want to do, where it's distracting us. So stop doing that and create a plan. Be very, very strategic. Know who you are here to serve. Create that plan and work that plan and keep working it until it works out. Be willing to experiment and try and fail and get your lessons in front of the whole world. A lot of us are scared to put ourselves out there and get on video. Why? However you show up, that's how you show up. It wouldn't be any different if you met them in person. You can't change the way people look at you in person. So it's the same thing online. Just do it. Just get on camera. Who cares what they think? As long as you're getting your message out there and you're reaching the people that align with your offers and you're creating that security and stability for yourself. That's all that matters. So again, if this message did reach you, I always appreciate the support. If you're tuning in live and you have any questions, I'll stick around for a little bit to see if anyone has any questions. But definitely let me know in the comments your thoughts. If you are tuning in, hashtag Plan A if you're tuning in live. Or if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. And on TikTok, y'all, hey, there's a better experience over on YouTube. I just wanted to pop up on here to invite anyone over in case you were interested in this. And definitely go ahead. I have free resources. I love Notion. And Notion, the video vault is in the link in my bio. If you're on YouTube, you can go ahead and screenshot that on the screen to get your free copy of the video vault. If you already have your ideas and you have your content together, you also may be interested in a e-learning dashboard in Notion. Go check that out at the link in my bio. Or if you are working on that content and you just can't seem to get it together, me as a content strategist, I can help you out with that. And more details about Attract, Align, Convert is in the link in my bio. Or if you're on YouTube, here's the workshop information, and you can screenshot that and join us on August 13th. It's a 4-week program. And this 4-week program is going to be live. And we're going to work on getting you clarity around your offers and your audience and creating your customer path. Also creating 12 weeks of content right there in the program. And that's your plan. When the program is over, you'll be in the community and you'll get additional support to help you with actually implementing the plan. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I welcome you. I invite you, especially if you're going all in your business and you say, you know what, I don't have another plan. I do want to automate my stuff like the big businesses do and have it automated 2, 3, 4 months out. Before the next season even rolls around, I want to have my plan together. That's how we operating our businesses as the plan A. So I hope that this message did reach who it was supposed to reach. And I thank y'all so much for tuning in. That's going to be it for me today. I'm going to peace out. Thank you. Happy creating.